I got to 1800 in bullet chess, so now I can rank myself as a Class A chess player. My bullet chess rating got to 1805, and I don't know if I'm done playing bullet chess now. So essentially what happened is it took me 5 years and about 50 or 60,000 games, and I finally went from 800 all the way to 1800. So yeah, I started at 800. I was going up about 100 points a month for the first 7 months that I was playing bullet chess. So from 800 to 1500 and whatever, let's just say 9 months maybe. And then it took me, I guess, a year to get from 1500 to 1600. Then it probably took me a year and a half to get from 1600 to 1700. And then it took me about 2.5 years to get from 1700 to 1800. And I finally got there. So a few things. One thing actually that was kind of crazy was, so I was playing and I was hovering around 1740 for a few weeks. And then out of nowhere, whatever, I just won 9 games in a row, and I got all the way to 1789. And I played my next game at 1789, and right away, or pretty clearly, my opponent started disconnecting. And pretty much, I'd say 1 every maybe 200 games, you just get a free win like that, where your opponent disconnects. So I saw my opponent was disconnecting at 1789, and I was just like, started taking breaths and being like, oh man, I'm about to play for 1800, right? Because, I'll go from 1789 to 1796 or 97, and then my next game will be for 1800. So I was just sitting there and kind of just, as the 2 minutes counts down, I was just like, oh man, in 2 minutes I'm going to play for 1800, like this is it. Like, so I'm taking breaths, just like relaxing. Then finally the guy resigns because he disconnected, so I played my next games. Now at 1797, and I was playing in 1817, and if I beat him, I can get to 1800. I got to, I beat him, got to 1805. So in that game, it was intense. It was funny. One thing, I made a video before I was giving myself like advice to people, starting in bullet chess and how to be successful, whatever. And one of the things I didn't say, which I would say now, which I realized, is like to focus on your breathing. And it sounds funny to say, like, wow, why is focusing on your breathing important? But I realized that, like, in those games, it's 2 minutes and the intensity is really high and you're focusing super hard for those 2 straight minutes. And sometimes you really do just kind of forget to breathe, and like holding your breath, I feel like makes you play tight, it makes you more likely to panic when you don't need to, makes you, whatever, just makes it harder to kind of control your thoughts and emotions. So in that game, the game that I got to 1805, I really I thought I did like a great job just controlling my breathing and staying calm and focusing. The way the game played was actually a pretty funny game because pretty quickly I just got myself in a tough situation where my king was like under attack, and it was pretty much the whole game was me with my king under attack trying to defend it and not allow a checkmate. And then the game ended with my opponent making a mistake and I was about to checkmate him. So I was pretty much under attack for let's say the game, game's out of the minute timer, maybe the first 15 seconds where I was setting up our openings. The next 40 seconds were him attacking my king, and then the last 5 seconds was me pulling away, and I was about to checkmate him for the win. So with 2 seconds left, I was about to checkmate him, and then instead of, I had a time lead, so I think I had 11 seconds, and he had 2 seconds, and then for his final 2 seconds, instead of letting me checkmate him, he just let his last 2 seconds run out, and just, essentially quit, which I always find that's the best way to win. I mean, I guess checkmating is cooler, but I always kind of thought in any form of competition, the best way to win is when your opponent just quits, right? Like, what's a more dominating way to win than having your opponent quit? So yeah, so my opponent essentially quit with whatever. He let for his last 2 seconds, he just let his time bank run out because he was about to be checkmated, and it was pretty awesome. So about accomplishing that 1800 goal, it was much harder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, whatever. It took me a year and a half to go from 16 to 17, and when I got to 17, I thought, okay, that was pretty hard. I don't think we can keep going. And then I decided to keep going for 18, and it took me 2.5 years. It was much longer than I thought. And I got to 1796, I think, like 6 months ago, and I choked. And yeah, it almost kind of bothered me how hard it was to accomplish that goal, because like, I don't know, it was just like hard. It was just like harder than I don't know, it just like took me so much time, so many games. It was so hard in terms of just like, what's the word? In terms of just like playing well for so long, right? Like there's so many times I would play well for a few weeks, and then I'd have 1 week where I played bad and my rating would crash all the way down. Right? I'd play well for 1 week, and then I'd play poorly for 3 weeks. Like, so to play well for months in a row is just so hard. And it was just also like the way your day went too. I mean, sometimes you'd have a stressful day for whatever work or whatever it was, and you're like, oh, screw it, let's like play some bullet chess. When essentially I shouldn't be playing because I was like too sleep deprived or hungry or whatever it was. Like I just shouldn't have been playing when I was playing. So it took like so much discipline. So hard. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know. I kind of think it was like too hard. Because I'm thinking of like, you know, reaching 1600, and then, you know, how hard that was, and how hard reaching 1700 was, and then how hard reaching 1800 was. And reaching 1800 was so hard that the fact that I did it makes me think I should be done now. The next level to reach would be 2000, which is expert. And yeah, I don't see. I don't know. I'd be surprised if I ever get to 2000. I don't even think I'll try. I just think that sounds too hard. And yeah, I would have to like study. I don't think I'm down to study chess. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. At this moment, I don't really see myself going for it. I mean, next thing I guess I'd be interested in doing is seeing how high I can get my blitz rating. My blitz, I'd like to get to, 15 or 1600 blitz. I think I could do that. I think I'm capable of getting to maybe 1600 blitz or something like that. But yeah, so 1800 bullet is a goal I never thought I would accomplish. I know my original goal when I got into bullet chess was to get to 1600. I started at 8, I wanted to get to 16. I got to 1500 pretty quick, or whatever. It took me like 7 months to get to 1500, and then took me about another year and a half to get from 15 to 16. So yeah, it took me 2 years to get to 16, then after that it took me a year and a half to get to 17, then after that it took me 2.5 years to get to 18. And now I've probably played 60,000. I thought I played 50,000 games, but maybe I played 60,000 because I used to play on my iPad, and my iPad broke and I lost that account. So I don't even know how many games was on that one, but I know I've played 25,000 games on my phone, and I think maybe, whatever, let's just say 35,000 on iPad, so that'd be 60,000 games. And yeah, it was pretty exhausting. I'm really happy I accomplished that goal. I don't know, in general, and just like, I'm just thinking in whatever, my life, right? Everybody has their own things that matter to them and goals they've tried to accomplish or whatever. I don't know, even when just like say like I remember I graduated university, right? So that took me like 5 years, and it was like pretty exhausting and like hard work. But so getting like diploma is like a goal I accomplished, right? But like, yeah, I don't know, getting to 1800 in bullet chess probably harder than getting a diploma at university, I'd say. Especially maybe with my approach, which is to have zero study. So to go from an 800 player, a new player at ranked 800, all the way to 1800 with zero study. And just essentially what I did was played a ton, and also just thought about how I could work on my mind or whatever to focus and to stay calm and keep my cool or whatever and play optimally. And yeah, it was just so tough. I can't like I don't know. When I won the game. it was crazy too, because I was like, as the game was going on, with about 3 seconds left, I was realizing like, oh man, I'm about to win this game. I'm like, this is like I was blocking all of his checkmates, and he had 12 seconds. I'm sorry, I had 12 seconds, and he only had 3. And then I was like, I got this. Like, I'm about to win. And then not only that, once, and then the next second I found a checkmate. I was like, oh god, I got my checkmate, and then he just quit. But it was such a relief. And actually, after I won it too, my heart was beating like so fast. I was like so jacked. I felt like I just like, I don't know, my heart was beating so fast as if I just drank like 3 coffees in a row or something, right? Like my heart was just pounding on his chest after I won. I couldn't believe I did it. And then I posted the video on YouTube, and I went downstairs and like turned my TV on and put the YouTube video on. It was like a short, and I just let it probably on. I left it on like replay, so it's just like replaying for the next like hour. It was just like one game of bullet chess, we just replayed 60 whatever, 30 times or whatever, 20 times over the next like hour, and yeah, it felt pretty awesome. I can't believe I finally did it. I didn't even know if like I said, I was kind of getting ready to give up like a few months ago, and I just kind of thought like I'm just like not capable of doing it. Like I kind of thought in order to get the 1800 bullet chess rating, it would take so much discipline, and it's not even like my job, it's just a hobby. So how can I like reach that level? Like essentially it takes similar discipline that I used, I'd say, for poker, but poker's my job. Like I play poker full time, and I'm very disciplined at it because I have to be. And then I was just essentially like, I put the same amount of discipline that I put into poker into chess, but like chess is just a hobby, so it seemed pretty intense to put the amount of discipline I put into poker into chess. But yeah, it was also kind of funny how it happened. I mean, I was like, hovering around 1740 for a while, and then I essentially, to do it, I won 11 games in a row, right? So I was at 1740, and then I just won 11 games in a row, and got to 1805. Yeah, so I guess I'm done playing bullet chess now. I mean, I don't see myself posting more videos of it anytime soon. I think it's cool that I have all those videos posted where I'm just, and I didn't put for the last, I think years, I never posted a video where I was ranked below 1700. So I just have a ton of videos of me at, anywhere from 1700 to like, 1755 or 1765. And then also, I mean, as I was going up, or as I was doing that streak, I didn't record any of the games until I got to 1797, and then I recorded that game. So yeah, the streak I won, where I won 11 in a row, I don't think I have any of the games recorded up in the last one. Even though there was a game I think I recorded before at 1765, so I think I posted that one. But yeah, getting to I don't know what to say. I imagine no one's watching this video. I'm fine with that. I guess I'll rewatch this myself one day for sure. I just still can't believe I got to 1800. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm like, man, that was so hard. That was just like such a hard thing. It's funny too to just think like in life, like you go through things and whatever. You get married, have kids, grow up, graduate high school. I don't know, just all the things you go through, life moments and all that nonsense. And sometimes you have like moments that are just like to yourself, right? You're by yourself, and they're just like very memorable. It's just like no one else cares, and it's really like just you by yourself. And yeah, so just thinking that I got to that 1800, it was so hard. I can't believe I did that. And I literally thought to myself, like, that's like a life bucket list like goal I could like finally check off. I mean, I guess I assumed I eventually would, because I was never going to stop trying. And I didn't even I don't know, I was just going to keep playing bullet chess till whatever. And so yeah, I guess if I hadn't accomplished it in 2.5 years, at some point I would have done it, whether it took me like 5 years or 7 years or whatever. I probably was just going to keep playing, and eventually things would line up in a way where I could accomplish that goal. But yeah, reaching 1800 bullet, I still can't. I'm just happy I did it. I think it's kind of cool how it kind of came out of nowhere, where I said I was like hovering around 1740 for a few months. And I was funny, I kept thinking, how am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to go from 1740 to 1750 and then like take a day off, a few days off, and then go and try and go up 10 points every few days or something? Like, obviously that's like hard to do, because again, approach? Do I try and play a lot when I feel like I'm playing well? I mean, I really didn't know how to go about it, and it just kind of happened where I was at 1740, and then I just started winning, and then I just kept winning, and I just kept playing and kept winning, and like I said, 11 games in a row I won, and I did it. Yeah, it's pretty jokes, man. I don't know what else to say, man. I was just, like I said, it was just so hard. That's like kind of the thing that bothered me. Is like I had like a goal, and it seemed like a reasonable goal, and then it was just a lot harder than I thought it would be, which kind of bothered me because I don't know, like in general you like make games for yourself and whatever, like maybe you set out goals and like, or say you're like, all right, my goal is going to be to go to the gym like 10 times this month or something, or 12 times this month, and like you do it. It's not like that hard, right? Like, yeah, it takes like discipline or whatever, but like I can't remember any time where I've set a goal for myself and it was way harder than I expected it to be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why it was so hard, but it was. It was just so hard, and I don't know. I guess you could say it makes it more rewarding. I don't know. Maybe it feels more rewarding because I'm like, wow, that was so hard. But yeah, I mean, I guess because it was so hard, I'll probably watch that video I posted a ton of times, and I'm happy to watch this video of me being proud of my personal accomplishment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. I can't imagine anyone's watching this video right now, other than myself, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just a good time. I mean, yeah, I wonder who else has like done something like that, like gotten, to 1800 with zero studying. I mean, I guess that's like because I didn't study at all, that's why it took me, 50 or 60,000 games. So essentially that means I played an hour of bullet chess a day, every day for 5 or 6 years. That's a lot of time. Yeah, maybe I can find something better use of my time, something to do better of my time. If I take an hour a day now, what can I do for doing a read for an hour a day every day for 6 years? Probably more productive than playing bullet chess an hour a day every day. I guess that's all for today. Can't think of anything else, but yeah, I just want to say I got to 1800. I did it. I wasn't sure how long it would take me. It took me 2.5 years. And it was way harder than I thought it would be, and I'm very happy that I did it. And I'm also happy the way my final game went. I thought I did it in a pretty cool way. Like, it's like when you win, like in sports, when they win a game 7. It wasn't like a boring game 7 blowout or whatever. It was like a really exciting game 7 with like a game-winning shot. So that feels cool too. But yeah, so all right, that's all for now, and I did it. 1800 bullet chess. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my bullet chess videos. All right, bye everybody.